You do so many different things. Forget about the flamethrower. Like, how do you do all that other shit? Like, how does one decide to fix LA traffic by drilling holes in the ground? And who do you even approach with that? Like, when you have this idea, who do you talk to about that?
I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be successful or sort of, I mean, it's just like asserting that it's going to be successful. But so far, I've lived in LA for 16 years, and the traffic has always been terrible. And so I don't see any other ideas for improving the traffic. So in desperation, we're going to dig a tunnel, and maybe that tunnel will be successful, and maybe it won't.
I'm listening.
Yeah. I'm not trying to convince you it's going to work.
And are the people
or anyone.
But you were starting this, though. This is actually a project you're starting to implement, right?
Yeah, no, we've dug about a mile. It's quite long. It takes a long time to walk it.
Yeah. Now, when you're doing this, what is the ultimate plan? The ultimate plan is to have these in major cities and anywhere there's mass congestion and just try it out in LA first?
Yeah, it's in LA because I mostly live in LA. That's the reason. It's a terrible place to dig tunnels. This is one of the worst places to dig tunnels because there's mostly because of the paperwork. People think it's like, what about seismic? It's like, actually, tunnels are very safe in earthquakes.
Why is that?
Earthquakes are essentially a surface phenomenon. It's like waves on the ocean. So if there's a storm, you want to be in a submarine.
Mm.
So being in a tunnel is like being in a submarine. Now, the way the tunnel is constructed is it's constructed out of these interlocking segments, kind of like a snake. It's sort of like a snake exoskeleton with double seals. And so even when the ground moves, the tunnel actually is able to shift along with the ground, like an underground snake. And it doesn't crack or break, and it's extremely unlikely that both seals would be broken. And it's capable of taking 5 atmospheres of pressure. It's waterproof, methane-proof, gas-proof of any kind, and meets all California seismic requirements.
So when you have this idea, who do you bring this to?
I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Well, when you're implementing it, so you're digging holes in the ground. Like,
yes.
You have to bring it to someone that lets you do it.
Yeah, so there were some engineers from SpaceX who thought it would be cool to do this, and the guy who runs it day to day is Steve Davis. He's a longtime SpaceX engineer. He's great. So Steve was like, "I'd like to help make this happen." I was like, "Cool." So we started off with digging a hole in the ground. It's got like a permit for a pit, big pit, and just dug a big pit.
And do you have to tell them what the pit's for, or you just say, "Hey, we just want to dig a hole"?
No, you just fill out this form.
That's it.
Yeah, it was a pit in our parking lot.
But do you have to give them some sort of a blueprint for your ultimate idea? And do they have to approve it? Like, how does that work?
No, we just started off with a pit.
Okay.
Big pit. And, it's not really, they don't really care about the existential nature of a pit. You just say, I don't want a pit.
Right.
And it's a hole in the ground. So then we got the permit for the pit, and we dug the pit. And we dug it in, 3 days, 2-3 days. Actually, 48 hours, something like that. Because Eric Garcetti was coming by for he was going to attend the Hyperloop competition, which is like a student competition we have for who can make the fastest pod in the Hyperloop. And he was coming. The finals were going to be on Sunday afternoon, and so Eric was coming by on Sunday afternoon. He was like, we should dig this pit and then show Eric. So this was Friday morning, and then so it was about a little over 40 hours later we dug the pit. It was we're in 24/7, or 48 straight hours, something like that, and dug this big pit, and we showed Eric the pit. It's obviously it's just a pit, but hey, it's hole in the ground is better than no hole in the ground.
And what do you